Hello, everybody. This is Carl Leopson at the University of Arizona, and I am your instructor for SERP 590 Single Case Research Design. And this is the weekly overview for week 7. We are just rolling on through this course. We've learned a lot so far. Aside from just getting going, we've learned about the history of applied behavior analysis and how single case research design fits into that. We've looked at basic elements of single case research design. You all have developed a research question, and you've just started to learn about recording data and thinking about your research question, and also about social validity and your research question. What we're going to do this week is one of my favorites. I am a data nerd, but more than that, I am a graphic nerd. All of my research has been done, just about all of it, in single case research. And when I am on a study, and if I am not the first author, often I am the person who is helping the student or the other researcher with the structure of the design. I am always the person who creates the graph that eventually goes in the publication. And that's just because I dig doing it. So I'm probably like a frustrated visual artist. And I get out my frustrations by doing graphs instead of anything more lovely. So this week we're going to focus on something near and dear to my heart, which is visual analysis of single case research. Some single case designs in articles that you will look at, and even your own data from clients, can look really messy, right? It's like up and down and all over the place. We're going to learn later in looking at individual designs that you make session by session decisions based on whether your data shows particular trends, and the degree to which it's stable data, and then how you can make comparisons from one phase of your study or one condition, like from baseline condition over to intervention conditions, and then back again. All of that requires you to be able to do visual analysis. And visual analysis is the kind of analysis that is done in single case research more than anything else, at least on individual studies. If people are comparing groups of single case studies together and doing a meta-analysis, they'll often do statistical analysis of that data to find effect sizes. But if you're working on your own study, or if you are writing up a single study, or if you are reading a study about an individual intervention that's been done with an individual or a group of individuals, the analysis in that is largely going to be visual analysis. And you're going to be amazed at the level of technicality we go to get good measurements, right? Like in when we went over your methods of recording related to your research question, and then just how messy it is to do the calculations visually. And I hope you have fun with it. And if you don't have a lot of fun with it, I hope I at least make this easy for you to get through, and so that you understand it. 2 things we're going to do this week. One is a activity where you learn about visual analysis, okay? And the other is the activity where you actually practice visual analysis. So in the first piece, I am going to ask you to read a section of chapter 8 from page 179 to 200. That sounds like a lot, but lots and lots of it is pages full of graphs. So it goes pretty quickly. But in this text piece, they do a great job of explaining some things. Also, I'm going to ask you to download an actual article that I'm providing for you, and then watch a video where I show you how to do 3 different things. Do an analysis of trend, do an analysis of stability, and how to do an analysis of level and overlap. Okay. And you can download this article and follow along and play along as you like. The second activity is the practice activity. So there is an activity sheet that you download, and then you can watch and there's a practice article. We use a different article than we used for the first activity. This is one of my favorite articles. And then there is the example video where I show you how to engage in this practice activity. Okay, so you've got this practice sheet, look at the article, watch the video, and then go ahead and go through the activity. Fill out the whole activity. Figure out the level and the trend across each phase, whether there are functional relationships from baseline to intervention and back to baseline and on to intervention and back. Post that in the discussion section, and I'm not going to grade your activity sheet on whether it's right or not. I want you to write in the discussion section about, well, here's my results. I think I did pretty well. I understood it well. I didn't understand it well. I felt comfortable with it. Boy, this is a wacky process. No, this is something I love as much as Dr. Leopson. Give me your honest results. Once you actually post your discussion, then come back to this page, and right at the bottom here will be available the results, right? So you can get the actual answers and compare them to yours. And then you might want to go back in the discussion section and update your post. But this page is set up so that once you create a discussion post, then you get results, the access to the answer key, and you can self-check your results. Okay. The last thing I'll say is about this article that's a favorite of mine. It's one of these real simple things, right? So somebody did a study where they said one thing that would be great to do social validity wise is increase the use of seat belts by adults. At a restaurant, we had somebody stand out under a street light in the parking lot and watch people leave in their car to see whether or not they were wearing their seatbelts. And then what we implemented as the intervention was the host or hostess, as the person was leaving, saying, "Loved having you here, wear your seatbelt," or "Have a nice night, wear your seatbelt, come again," to see whether or not the prompt made any difference. So they added the prompt, they took away the prompt, they added the prompt, they took it away. And just for good measure and ethical balance, they put the prompt back in. We'll learn about studies like this and the design for this, which is called a withdrawal design. In any case, simple, something you might think of. These people actually turned it into a research study and published it in JAMA. Right. That's it for week 7 overview. As always, reach out to me if you need any assistance, okay? Take care. Don't let this graph visual analysis frustrate you too much. Don't let it drive you too crazy. Reach out to me if you need help, and unburden yourself in the discussion section if you want to tell me how hard this was, okay? Take care. See you later.